Hi, my name is Leslie, and I am a speech pathologist and assistive technology practitioner with Communicare LLC. I've been in the field for 17 years, and I have a broad experience. I've been working with AAC and assistive technology for most of that time, but I also have a lot of experience with literacy and executive functioning and autism and social communication. Because I'm a speech pathologist and we focus on language and communication, language areas of the brain integrate with everything else. So I have a lot of working knowledge of what goes on in the brain and what parts of the brain are involved in different activities and things that we do. And literacy is really complex and it involves a lot of brain mechanisms. And I developed the literacy program for Communicare with the understanding that teaching students to be literate and to be proficient readers and writers was more than just teaching them how to sound out words and to spell. It involves using language, it involves disciplined thinking, it involves emotional control and regulation, and executive functioning, and spelling, and decoding words, and vocabulary, and on and on and on. So the program really ties in all of those areas into one comprehensive intervention. One of the things that I try to focus on is getting the kids to recognize and what their brain is doing, to break it down and say, oh, you're asking me to sound out this word, but really what am I having to do in the act of sounding out this word? Well, I'm having to pay attention. I'm having to, filter out distracting stimulation. I'm having to use my eyes to focus on this word. I'm, having to use the visual parts of my brain to see the letters and recognize what the letters are. And I'm having to use the part of my brain that ties that to a sound, and I'm having to put all the sounds together. So really it's very intricate multiple skills happening all at the same time. And a big part of the program is getting the kids to recognize for themselves what exactly are they doing in this moment. So a lot of the activities are designed to show them what they're doing in a sort of broader way, get them an example, get them to be able to experience what it feels like doing this in a really conscious way, and then taking that experience or that vocabulary and tying it into other activities. So you'll notice I do a lot of using the vocabulary that I've trained them to in specific settings in a larger group context. So I say shift a lot. Now I want you to shift over here, shift your attention over here. And, we've practiced what that means to shift, to, stop thinking about whatever funner thing I'm thinking about in my head, or, stop listening to the, whatever the radiator in the background, or stop, playing the video game with my friend, and shift my attention to what you're saying. All right, let's shift back to what we're doing because we're almost done. Shift back to... Reading and writing are very complex processes, and it involves lots of intricate areas of our brain firing at the same time and working at the same time and being online at the same time to make anything happen. And you can have a difficulty in any one of those areas, or have a moment where that area is offline and it can derail the whole process of reading and writing. So for the kids who have difficulty with reading and writing, oftentimes they have difficulty at multiple levels. And the Communicare Summer Literacy Program is designed to really figure out at which level does a student need instruction, to give them that instruction, but then have them take the skills they're building in smaller one-on-one settings and bring those into larger, more functional activities. We learn as much from our students as they learn from us, and we welcome learners of all abilities. So we'd love to work with you. If you have questions about the program, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you.